If you're here, you're probably feeling tired, stressed, and overwhelmed. You're thinking, I can't continue like this. Something needs to change. If I don't change anything, my relationship with my partner will suffer. If everything stays the same, I'll be missing out on precious moments with my kids and friends. It is not normal that I need to sacrifice my health and well being for my job. If you're listening to this video, you're probably feeling like you are on the verge of burnout. You're probably thinking this is probably my wake up call. I believe there's a part of you that knows that there's got to be another way of doing things. And you're right, you don't have to be exhausted to be appreciated and valued. Because you actually need to be at your best physically and mentally before you can influence those around you and make a difference. Imagine this: loving what you do and contributing in a meaningful way while feeling calm and peaceful. If that is what you aspire to, you've got to make yourself your number one project. That's why I'm so excited to share with you this guide. This is my 4 step roadmap to experience stress relief. Hi, my name is Dima Salame, and I am a leadership and executive coach, and I help busy leaders and professionals just like you succeed without burning out. At the beginning of 2023, I personally experienced burnout. I always thought burnout is something that happens to others. I thought I was invincible because I was smart, strong, and dedicated. I also did not really know what burnout was. And I don't pretend to be an expert, but I know what it was for me. It started with me losing patience very fast. And this was a very big red flag because I am typically a very patient person. And I felt constant tension and pain around my shoulders, neck, head, and back. And I also felt angry and resentful most days. After going through a roller coaster of emotions and doing some serious soul searching work, I decided I wanted to help others overcome their stress and prevent burnout. And that is one of the main reasons why I launched my coaching business. And one of the first things that I've done after launching my business is putting together this roadmap to overcome the common stress and overwhelm that most executives face. So let's dive in. Step number 1: unveiling your blueprint. Understanding your inner qualities, interests, talents, and your past experiences will give you clarity about who you truly are and what you value. Not understanding who you truly are can put you in situations that don't align with your true self, which can lead to chronic stress and burnout. Here are the 2 common and biggest mistakes to avoid in this area. Mistake number 1: not taking the time. Do you take the time to do some real reflection work? Most executives don't. They take a leadership style assessment test once in a while to help them better understand themselves. While these tests are helpful, their results are vague. They don't really allow for self discovery at a deeper level. More than half of the executives I've interviewed end up in the jobs they are currently in because the opportunity presented itself, and not necessarily because they took the time to reflect on who they truly are, what they want, and what they value. And the number 2 mistake in this field is becoming someone else. Do you think there's an image of an executive that you are expected to match? If yes, you are not the only one. Most executives I work with try to mold themselves into a certain image. They try to become someone else, and as a result, they lose touch with their true self. Living a life that is not true to who we are can be emotionally draining. One of my clients recently shared with me that he feels a constant internal struggle because he is hiding his true self from his peers and senior management in an effort to match a certain persona that presumably executives should have. Step number 2: unlocking your mind. Managing our stress is not possible without breaking mental barriers. When you overcome your limiting beliefs, you alleviate your negative emotions, which leads to a greater sense of calm and peace of mind. And overcoming your limiting beliefs will transform your mindset, allowing you to significantly change the way you respond to stressful situations. Here are the 2 common and biggest mistakes to avoid in this area. Mistake number 1: ignoring your feelings. Most executives let their emotions take the back seat because they are supposed to be professional and strong. They have been brainwashed to believe that paying attention to their emotions at work is not what professionals do. One of my clients shared with me that everyone at work thinks that she is a tough cookie. So she can't show how she's truly feeling when things are difficult. However, having the courage to speak up when things are not working well gives the courage for everybody else to do the same. Mistake number two, staying in the comfort zone. Growth and change happen when you get out of your comfort zone. And limiting beliefs, guess what? They live in the comfort zone. Most executives stay in the status quo by fear of taking risks. I often hear them say, "It is what it is." They don't realize that they have the power to change what is, to adopt new patterns and new coping strategies. Step number three is embracing a new path. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Trying a new approach breaks the cycle. It disrupts the patterns and the behaviors that are no longer serving you. Exploring a new path provides a fresh perspective, opening up your mind to new coping mechanisms. If you don't try new approaches, you remain in your old ways, making you feel discouraged and helpless, which could lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms such as substance abuse, overeating, or others. Here are the two common and biggest mistakes to avoid in this area. First mistake is seeking temporary fixes. How many times did you tell yourself, "I just have to get through until Friday, until Christmas, until the summer vacation"? What you are doing is only putting band aid on the problem. You are not addressing the underlying source, nor are you looking for long term coping strategies. Mistake number two is delaying the inevitable. There is never a perfect time to take time for you. Stop telling yourself that this isn't the good time to try something new or to invest in you. Step number four is seeking help. You are not alone and you don't have to do it alone. Trying anything new is more successful with support from friends, family, or professionals. Being an executive is often isolating. Executives think they are alone in their struggles. However, when they share with others, they realize that they are not alone. And the act of sharing is extremely validating and comforting. Here are the two common and biggest mistakes to avoid in this area. First mistake, asking for help is weakness. When was the last time you asked for help? Most executives think that asking for help is not living up to their standards and others' expectations of them. They fear showing vulnerability because they want to be perceived as knowledgeable and reliable. And the second mistake is believing that nothing can be done. Most executives believe that the stress comes with the territory and that nothing can be done about it. This can lead to a sense of helplessness and can prevent them from seeking new approaches, believing they won't work anyway. So let's recap. First step is understand your blueprint, who you are and what you value most. Second, unlock your mind and overcome your limiting beliefs. Third, explore a new path, a new approach to doing things. And four, ask for help. Once you take the time and go through these four steps, you'll start understanding yourself better and you'll start taking decisions that are more aligned with who you are and what you value. Instead of waiting to get validation from others, you'll know exactly what your value is and what you bring to the table, making it so much easier to set healthy boundaries. You'll be able to open your mind to seeking help and trying new strategies to achieving balance. You'll start feeling the excitement and energy that you had at the beginning of your career. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.